In today's video, we are going to do some market analysis before the market opens. It's currently uh, 9:42 Pacific time. So let's get started. I'm gonna start off first by opening one of my favorite indicators, which is the harmonic predictor. I'm gonna choose the type of pattern that I want for my charts, and I'm gonna select the 1 hour, and I'm gonna go with both directions, and then I'm gonna scan the market for incomplete patterns. So at this time, I see that the scanner identified three pairs to potentially find uh, setups, and that is EJ, Gold, and CHFJPY. I'm gonna open all of the charts. Okay, now I'm going to go into the 30 minutes because that's where I have my EMAs. So for me, it's very critical that the 13 and the 62 EMA cross or are about to cross on that C2D leg of the harmonic pattern. It doesn't matter which pattern it is, but this 13 and 62 must cross. So for Chef JPY, we are looking at potential long position and a short position. It's going to depend on whether to take the butterfly or the other butterfly. So there's three potential patterns for gold. There's a bat, a crab, and a garly. For EJ looks like we only have a butterfly. let's start off with CHFJPY. So this trade already took place. This was on Thursday, so disregard this pattern. Okay, so this is where I have my 13 and 62 cross. And this 1362 cross is from the 30 minutes, although I'm on the 15 minutes. So now I'm going to transfer the patterns that the MT4 scanned for us. So we have two potential patterns. And again, this is the area where the 13 and the 62 cross. So I'm gonna first identify that impulsive move, which is the X to A leg. So it kind of seems like it's going to be this area, this price zone right here. Okay. So I'm gauging that the A point will be this price zone. So I have my X, my A, my B, and C point. Looks about right. Now I'm gonna confirm that this is indeed a butterfly formation using fib retracement from X to A. And seems like it didn't quite meet the minimum for the butterfly, since the butterfly completes at the 78.6 for that B point. So this might be my B point. for that incomplete butterfly. As you can see, it wicked the 78.6 and then price dropped from there. Seems like the C point is still being established. It's not yet ready. Let's see what the other pattern has to say. This is also a butterfly, which I like better than the first one. We did analysis, so it kind of seems like this will meet the requirement of a butterfly. So at this time, I'm identifying that impulsive leg, which is the X and A. So I'm gonna throw my fib retracement from X to A, and this does meet the butterfly criteria for that B point. So I'm gonna go from X to A, then B, C, and then D is unknown for right now. So this pattern I do like better than the previous one. So now I'm gonna draw my trend lines. And this is one of the reasons why it's important to know your harmonic pattern ratios, because without knowing them, now we could choose which pattern to go with, since the first pattern that we saw on CHFJPY didn't meet the butterfly criteria. So I draw the trend line from A and C points and X and B point. So we can also confirm that the C point is valid using the fib retracement from A to B, because it exceeds the minimum. The minimum for the C point, it's at the 38.2. and price stop at the 78.6, and then making a U-turn from that C point. There's also some good resistance area. This zone right here. And to project our D point, we use a field retracement from B to C. And butterfly D points tend to complete at the 161.8. And also butterflies are notorious for breaking the X structure. As you can see, there's some support on this area. So now I'm gonna go back into the 15 minutes because that's where I have my EMAs. So as of right now, the EMA direction is up. Therefore, I'm anticipating a new 1362 cross as a confirmation for short. So that 13 and the 62 must cross again to make a new direction, a downtrend. Therefore, 1362 at this moment is pending. So this will be one of the confirmations. The other confirmation, of course, will be the XP breakout. And then followed by retest, and then continuation of its direction. I don't really like this setup because it's too far from the XP breakout. But I do see it coming down. So next pair, it's gold. We have 3 harmonic incomplete patterns. Let's start off with Carly. I believe this bad pattern is from 1 hour. Yep. So I'm identifying that impulsive move again, that X and A points. Which is X, A, followed by B, and C. I have to do it again. X, A, B, C, and D. I'm going to get rid of this pattern, this previous pattern, because it creates a distraction. Okay, now I'm going to confirm that this is the Gardy pattern using the fib retracements. As you can see, the scanner called this incomplete Gardy. So I'm going to use my fib retracement from X to A, and that B point completes at the 61.8. For a Gardy, this is the minimum. Actually, this is the only area where Gardy completes the 61.8. And the minimum for the C point, it's 38.2 using the fib retracement from A to B, which, as you could see, it exceeded this Fibonacci level. Kind of seems like it was trying to tag the 61.8, but it didn't. Although it didn't, it exceeded the minimum, which is the 38.2. And for the D point on Gardy, using fib retracement from X to A, completes at the 78.6. So at this time, I'm gonna go into my 15 minutes because that's where I have my 13 and 62 EMA setup. As we are zooming in, you can see that they're about to cross. This is also pending, but most likely it is going to cross. I'm also going to draw my trend lines using A and C point. And X and B point trend line, it's already taken care of. So what I like about gold is that it's looking pretty impulsive. This candle, it's pretty engulfing. So that's a good sign that this XP trend line will break. So this could be the possible moves for gold. So this will be after the 13 and 62 cross. Now let's go with the other pair, the last pair that the scanner found for us, which is a butterfly. Fib retracement from X to A. Seems like I need to add the 78.6. .78.6, and there it is. So it does meet the requirement for that butterfly pattern. This is a pattern that already took place on Friday, so disregard. I'm gonna go back to the 30 minutes to find that the first impulsive move, which is the X and A point. So it seems like it's gonna be this lower low and this highest high. So X and A. And this will be my B point. Again, this is the minimum. As you can see, it surpassed the 78.6, which it's fine. My C point, and D is unknown for now. This is a good area for resistance on that C point. So I'm going to start drawing my trend lines using A and C points. Although the scanner identified this at the C point, I like this kind of formation better. So I'm gonna adjust my C point and my trend line. As you can see, this zone it's very strong for resistance. It's a good supply zone. And now I'm gonna use my favorite tracement for finding the D point using B and C point. So D point tends to complete at these 161.8 and is notorious for breaking the extractor. Now I'm gonna go into my 15-minute and just pretty much keep an eye on this, because this current 13 and 62 means that potentially could still rise, but nevertheless I'm expecting a short position. So essentially this C point could still keep moving and it will still be valid as long as it doesn't break the H structure. So essentially the C point could move up here and it will still be valid for this butterfly, and even tag the A point and it will still be valid, but it cannot break the A point. So from these three pairs that we did analysis, I liked gold and CHFJPY.